Today, I'll look at the two English songs, My Bonny Bonny Boy and The Grey Hawk, that share a similar theme of lost love. I'll look at the printing history, sing samples of the different versions, and end on a full performance of one of the songs. I once loved a bird and a bonny bird, and I thought to make him my own. But he loved a she far better than me, and has taken his flight and is flown. I once loved a bird and a bonny bird, oh, I loved, I vow and protest. I loved him well, oh, so very well, and I built him a nest on my breast. Oh, since he is gone, I'll let him alone, although that I ache and I burn. If he loves a she far better than me, then I hope he will not return. I look at east and I look at west, the weather was hot and was calm, and then I did spy my own bonny bird was perched on another maid's arm. The tune and words are from Mary Longworth of Stoke Fleming in Devon and printed in the 1905 version of Songs of the West, edited by Sabine Baring Gould. The Bonny Bonny Boy has a theme of lost love. The narrator tells of her love for her bonny boy and finding him in some other girl's arms. The Bonny Bonny Boy has its roots in a popular song named My Bonny Bird, or Up the Green Forest, which was already in circulation when it was printed in the mid-1600s on a broadside. It had 19 verses. The song tells of a maiden whose bonny bird has gone off with another woman. It was sung to a popular tune known as Cupid's Trepan, which was in circulation during the 1650s. According to William Chappell, in his Popular Music of Olden Times, Volume 2, the tune Cupid's Trepan had acquired a variety of names from the different ballads that were sung in different periods. The tune was very popular during the late 1700s and was still being used for other songs during the 1900s. William Chappell mentions that it was performed regularly in the Vauxhall Gardens. The ballad text was reprinted in the 1860s in the Roxburgh Ballad Collection. Oh, once did I love a bonny, bonny bird, thinking that he'd been my own. But he loved another far better than I, and he's taken his flight and he's flown. Brave boys, and he's taken his flight and he's flown. Up the green forest and down the green forest, like one much distressed in mind. I whooped and flung up my hood, but my bonny bird could not find. Brave boys, but my bonny bird could not find. But she that has gotten my bonny, bonny bird was the devil that had her for me. It was not a crown, nor a noble so round, that should have bought my bonny bird from me. Brave boys, that should have bought my bonny bird from me. He told me he loved me far better than all the richest temptations i'th world. Than treasure or money, he called me his honey, but now from his heart I am hurled. Brave boys, but now from his heart I am hurled. Sometime in the late 1700s, the ballad was restructured and a new broadside was issued under the title My Bonny Bonny Boy. This ballad was reduced down to 6 verses. The ambiguous bonny bird phrase was replaced by a more defined male gender. The new words continued to use the Cupid's Trepan tune, but attracted several new tunes. It was collected in the early 20th century by most of the song collectors from the English Folk Song Society. Oh, once did I love a bonny, bonny boy. I loved him, I vow and protest. I loved him so well and so very, very well, that I built him a bower on my breast. Oh, I built him a bower in my breast. 'Twas up the wild forest and through the green groves, like one that was troubled in mind. I hooped and I whooped and blew on my flute, but no bonny boy could I find. But no bonny boy could I find. I looked up high, I looked down low, the weather being wonderful warm. And who should I spy but my own bonny boy, locked fast in another girl's arms, locked fast in another girl's arms. Now my bonny bonny boy is across the salt sea. I hope he will safely return, but he loves another girl better than me. Let him take her, and why should I mourn? Let him take her, and why should I mourn? That tune was collected by Cecil Sharp in September 1922 from Joseph Alcock of Sibford Gower in Oxfordshire. Mr. Alcock only had one verse, so I supplemented it with verses from George Blake of Southampton, collected by George Gardner in May 1908. Another similar song was evolved from the original Bonny Bird broadside. The Grey Hawk has retained some of the verses from the broadside and is sung to a more modern variation of the tune Cupid's Trepan. This song has not been as widely collected as the Bonny Bonny Boy, although it effectively tells the same story. Once I had a grey hawk, a pretty grey hawk, a sweet pretty bird of my own. But she took a flight, she flew away quite, and there's nobody knows where she's gone, me brave boys. There's nobody knows where she's gone. It's over the wide forest I rambled away, and through the green fields I did stray. I hollowed, I whooped, I played on my flute, not my sweet pretty bird could I find, me brave boys. Not my sweet pretty bird could I find. Then it's over the green hills I rambled away, and through the green paths I did stray. Oh, there I did spy my sweet pretty bird, she was close by the side of a man, me brave boys. She was close by the side of a man. Now he that has got her is welcome to keep her, and do the best with her he can. But whiles he might have her, and I have her not, I'll hawk with her once now and then, me brave boys. I will hawk with her once now and then. The tune and words were collected in 1905 from Robert Barrett of Piddleton in Dorset by the Hammond Brothers. The Bonny Boy can be seen as a female narrative, whereas the Grey Hawk, or the Bonny Bird, as a male narrator. Of the new tune variations for My Bonny Bonny Boy, the most common and popular is derived from a tune used for the pirate ballad Henry Martin. Variations of this tune were collected by Lucy Broadwood, George Gardner, Frank Kidson and Vaughan Williams, who, in 1906, collected it from Mr. Harper of King's Lynn in Norfolk. He used the tune as part of the second movement, the intermezzo, of his 1923 English folk song suite. I'll end this podcast with a version of My Bonny Bonny Boy using this popular tune. It was collected by Lucy Broadwood in Hampshire from a Mrs. Vasey, a gardener's wife, and was printed in 1893 in English County Songs. I once loved a boy, a bonny, bonny boy. I loved him, I'll vow and protest. I loved him so well, and so very, very well, that I built him a berth on my breast, that I built him a berth on my breast. 'Twas up the green valley and down the green grove, like one that was troubled in mind. She whooped and she hallowed, she played on her pipe, but no bonny boy could she find, but no bonny boy could she find. She looked high and she looked down low, the sun did shine wonderful warm, when who should she spy but her own bonny boy, so close in another girl's arm, so close in another girl's arm. The girl that was loved by my bonny, bonny boy, I'm sure she is greatly to blame. For man is the night, he has robbed me of my rest, but he never shall do it again, but he never shall do it again. My bonny, bonny boy is gone over the sea, I fear I shan't see him again. But were I to have him, or were I to not, I will think on him once now and then, I will think of him once now and then.